Hello, this is Mathilde Frott from Top Universities. We're here in London to speak to international students about the Brexit vote and how it has impacted their lives. What are your views on Brexit, especially as a Northern Irish person?
Yeah, absolutely realise that top priority is keeping away the hard border. Brilliant thing is that everyone wants that, north and south. It'll be interesting to see Enda Kenny resigned yesterday, stepped down as Prime Minister, so don't know if that'll change the thing, but what we need to look at is how the other EU 27 states feel about the Republic being open. That'll be interesting.
It's unknown, isn't it? I think it's quite scary. I just really hope that the European countries aren't bitter about us and let us make good trade deals and stuff like that. And hopefully no visas for travelling and still free travel. That would be. But everyone's a bit angry with us. So.
There's so much uncertainty in the economy right now. They don't know whether they should fire more people or they hire more people, especially international students, because we need visas and everything, while even locals, they don't know how Brexit would affect their company. So right now it affects for sure for international students a lot.
Actually, most of my friends voted to remain. It's only members of my family of older generations that decided to vote in favour of leave. Most of my friends thought that it's better to live in a united Europe rather than leave and become singular and independent without the support of our European allies.
So how would you say the referendum has affected your stay here?
Well, I'm only doing a one-year master's, so it's I kind of am in that weird period where nothing's happening yet, but everyone knows it's happening. But it was definitely a big shock, I have to say. When my courses are international, there's lots of international people, and everyone's feeling a bit confused because lots of people would have maybe wanted to stay here for work or something like that, and it's very uncertain as to what's going to happen and if we're allowed to be staying or not, or a visa or what. So the uncertainty is kind of affecting a lot of people, I think.
I think nobody was expecting the UK leaving the European Union. I think it was very difficult to form this community and enable this collaboration among European countries. I think it was even a model. I think Latin American countries, because in my case I'm from Chile, were thinking on building this community so everyone can support each other, support our economies, grow together. But then people make a decision, and that decision was not being expected for everyone.
I mean, that despicable attack that happened in Croydon, I think, was born of racism and intolerance, which unfortunately, I think, undergirded much of the opinion in favour of leave, although this isn't explicitly stated. I have noticed that some tensions have increased within the community in Croydon. It is a multicultural area, and I think that the fragmentation that has been exacerbated because of the decision to leave is something that needs attention, and I don't think that it should be pandered to by Theresa May, who's consistently blaming immigrants for a lack of cohesion in society.
I think I'm going to go back to Germany for a while and then kind of watch what's happening and maybe come back if I can, or because the whole EU citizen status is very uncertain at the moment, so I guess it'll have to depend on what's going to happen with that. But I'd like to stay. Yeah.
I think it'll just make everything a lot harder, if you're having to pay for visas, and sort of the feeling of us having left and going to live there and being an English person, and I think it would be quite strange if we do go through with it, and sort of any anti-UK feeling I think that there might be after it as well.
But as a student, I haven't perceived a lot of changes yet. I think there are going to be many adjustments in public policy in the coming years. I'm very interested in research, so I was afraid, for example, for my PhD. I wanna do a PhD. I don't know if doing it in the UK or in the US. But now with Trump in the US and here with Brexit, it's basically the same situation.
Would you be interested in living abroad when you graduate, because you're studying French?
Yeah, that is what I would like to do, so that's why it will impact it so much with what happens with us leaving the European Union.
Are you planning to marry a European?
We'll see who I meet. If I meet a nice French man, then yeah, ideally.
Say no, would you?
No, not exactly. So yeah, it will have a massive impact on everything which I go to do, so...